Alright everybody, now we are starting into our ceramics unit of material science, and I'm going to be showing you how to make hand-built pots for the raku lab. So with this lump of clay, I'm going to start off by making us a pinch pot. I'm showing you how to make a pinch pot. Right now I'm just wedging the clay. Wedging the clay will even out the texture of it, as well as get out any air bubbles that might be trapped there. Now, the reason the air bubbles are so significant is because if you actually fire a piece of pottery that has an air bubble in it, it will explode in the kiln, and that is sadness. So the first thing that you want to do after wedging, you want to get, in general, a ball type shape. So once you have yourself a ball-like shape, you're going to look for any imperfection that might still be there. So for me, it's this crease right here. This will be the mouth of your piece. You want to push in at that imperfection. So you're going to set it in your hand and you're going to push inward. So it should look like a thumb hat. Once you do that, you're going to start with your thumb always on the inside, pushing outward with your thumb against your fingers. You never want to push against an unsupported area because it will start to crack like that. If that happens, you can just smooth it out like so. Now, as you go up the side, you're going to want to pay attention to how thick your walls are. You want your walls to stay about the same thickness all the way up. And as you get towards the top, it's very easy to make your walls very thin towards the top. You don't want to do that. So once you're at the top, I have some pretty dry clay, so it did crack pretty significantly. Not an issue. So I'm going to actually go ahead and make a little bit of a bottom by tapping it so that I have something to push against. And you can, once again, always supporting your edge, just fold those over. Now once you have a nice, relatively even edge all the way around, I do still have some little lumps, but that's okay. You're going to turn your attention to the side, and you are going to have these lumps where you had your fingers all the way around. To smooth those out, you're going to take your finger and just go side to side. Now if your clay is a little bit more firm, like mine, you can take, I've got a little cup of water here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that water and turn the outside sort of shiny, and you'll get this slippery substance that we call slip. Slippery substance called slip. Yes, very creative for ceramic people. But that'll help you, and as you can see as I move my thumb around in circles, it'll make it very easy to smooth over some of those lumps. But if you do have a little more plastic type clay, I'm going to go over to the other side, you can just push side to side and it'll begin to smooth those over nice and even. So I'm going to be using some water for this. And I'm going to push out slightly from the inside towards the outside. This will give my piece a little bit more volume. And we'll also give it a relatively nice curved shape. And just go all the way around. Once again, always supporting your piece to round that out. So after this point, you should have a relatively smooth side to your pinch pot, and you should have a, once again, relatively rounded edge. You should also have a centered bottom that'll sit very nicely on the table with the top parallel to the table. And this is how you make a pinch pot.